welcome back, everybody. I'm Mike Curley.
This is Frank Curley.
Welcome back to the shit show.
Yes.
Reordered the troops a little bit.
And also reordered troops.
Yes. So I'm going to try and, like, kind of two-prong this. So I'll send...
Yes, sir.
Really, it's like a Grubhub delivery for these bugs.
Yeah, kind of. We are just kind of feeding bugs to these guys, the bugs.
Yep. Now I forget. Is this still the reverted version?
No, this is the latest version.
Okay.
In fact, in the original, the only mechs available were flamethrower mechs.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Yeah, speaking of RTSs, Dawn of War 4 should, more and more trailers are coming out for that.
Dawn of War, okay.
Yeah, there were 3 of them. Dawn of War 1 is what you would expect in, a 3D RTS, for the most part. Dawn of War 2 kind of tries to, I guess, narrow in a little bit on the action, rely on, fewer units and stuff like that, making it a weird kind of RTS action RPG. Played a bit of it, and it does run fine, but I think it's kind of missing something. Dawn of War 3, you don't really want to bring up in Polite Company.
Acknowledged.
It pissed a lot of people off.
Okay.
Get to that position. Squad, roger that. Ready to go. Affirmative.
It's just one of those things where it isn't terrible, but it is an absolute downgrade,
Yes, sir.
from what I understand.
I can afford it. You guys just chill there.
But I am not touching it until we finally have a good game with striking scorpions in it. That's an Eldar unit, and they're basically the Predator in heavy armor. They're awesome. And chainsaw swords.
Squad ready.
Can't go wrong with those.
I was like, I took one look at that, and like, one, this is awesome. Two, why the hell is this not in Dawn of War? They were around for a while. They're not a brand new unit by any stretch.
We've got a unit under attack.
Oh, that's right. I used the damn airstrike, so I can't replenish right this second. Yeah, that's the thing. The liaison, the same cooldown.
But I think it's also a case where it's like
Squad ready.
stealth is really hard to emulate in an RTS,
Yeah.
and having
Yes, sir.
an entire faction based on that and still be fair is kind of difficult.
Awaiting orders.
And the Eldar as a faction of Dawn of War is kind of stealth all around.
Oh, liaison, back up, please.
And I guess for the sake of balance, they already have scouts, and they already have a lot of their stuff have the option to be invisible anyway. So I can kind of see why they're there, but like
Ready.
the cool factor, like
Squad ready. Affirmative.
they're in this. Sadly, I think the only official inclusion in the Dawn of War series is the third one. But as we established, it pissed a lot of people off.
Oh.
Now there are huge ass mods that expand the factions, and even adding kind of sub factions within those factions. And they do include that, but most attempts at running it with my stuff has been kind of a mixed bag. Some things just freeze the damn game. But modders will mod, and maybe they'll be fixed soon.
Oh, lots of rifle squad. Shoot with these.
Squad ready.
Come on, guys. A little bit further. Push a little bit more. Uh-oh. Liaison guy, you want to move? Alright, we lost the liaison. It happens.
Oh no, our
Zero,
PR.
0, 0. Get in there, guys. Get in there. Hurry. Hurry before this one pops again. Move it, little bastards.
Sir.
Ready to go.
Oh, we lost the radio guy, too. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Good work.
Alright!
Those marauders are.
We managed it.
Yeah. Oh, is that the end of it?
Yeah, that was it.
Yay!
Okay, so past that bottleneck, it is possible. It is a grinder. Oh, okay. The next one, I think...
We can look at another map.
Yeah, we can see another map after 3 episodes. I mean, that was 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Could have been worse. Okay, what do we got next, guys?
We're like one of the.
For weeks, Qualasha's capital
Well,
has been an
Yeah.
urban
We don't have to be
battlefield.
quiet about it, but...
The fight for Federatiograd is now
Federatiograd,
war of
it
attrition,
feels like such a
as
dumb
brave
name.
defenders hold back.
What sounds like Russian, but also related to the Federation.
Yeah, I think it probably translates to, like, Federationville or something.
A
Yeah.
powerful counterattack is being planned to drive out the
Okay.
Mongols and save the
If
city.
this might be another one we have to,
Bullshit.
Marauders. Alright, let's see what we got. I don't think it's the one I'm thinking of. Because there is another one we're going to have to use the console commands because they give you, like, the power suit troopers.
This bridge
Oh,
head is the
Okay, this
last
isn't the
line
one
of
I'm thinking
defense.
of. This one should be
If it
doable
goes,
with
there's
what we got.
Nothing between the bugs and the refugee
Alright.
camps.
And they do give us some Mark II troopers here.
We need them back in the factories when all this is
Keep the feeling safe. We need them in the factories.
Reinforcements will come
Great, man.
across when they can. But command is keeping
That
a
guy
tight
looks
rein on
like
their supplies.
Harkonnen from the latest Dune movie with a hat.
let those Iraqis
Yeah.
get past.
A little bit.
Another attack wave
Okay,
is moving
so...
towards the
What's
bridgehead.
the actor's name?
I don't know.
He's also the scientist in the first 2 Thor movies.
Oh, Stel Skarsgård?
Yep.
Okay, so we basically just have to hold the line here for a minute.
Careful. They're going to flank you.
Where? I don't see them.
Not yet. They'll do it in the future.
Okay, so
All right. Is he psychic?
Yeah.
Isn't he or psychics get thrown to a lot of space?
Yeah,
sci-fi?
they are kind of just assumed
Yeah.
to be, like, in the future.
Like I think the space travel in Dune has to do with kind of like enhanced senses and shit via the spice.
Probably. You guys back up. You guys get in there.
Like the one part of the heavy metal movie, only they're effective at it.
Yeah.
More material has been delivered, sir.
Okay, you start making turrets. That's your job now.
So we watched that recently. What are your thoughts?
I had never actually, like, watched it all the way through before, so it is kind of like, okay.
Construction complete.
It's a trip.
Oh yeah,
Come on, you apes.
Alert. Bug attack
Awaiting
inbound.
orders.
it's like I remember kind of like after graduating, college, I kind of just sought kind of like that vibe of sci-fi between like Mass Effect 2, heavy metal,
That slimy son of a bitch. was
Fifth
right.
Elements.
That's what I like. The slimy son of a bitch was right.
Yeah.
You're still on the radio, you know.
I know.
I know.
Even without my psychic powers, I can tell you're being an asshole.
Uh-oh.
Let me try at least.
Guys, you back up. I don't know why you're even here. There's nothing here that needs rockets yet.
But yeah, I just kind of decided to try to like surround myself with just like weird sci-fi.
Weird sci-fi is the best sci-fi.
Yeah. And I knew going into heavy metal, this is going to be a series of shorts, and that the framing devices loose would be generous.
Yeah, I've heard it described. The framing device is that the evil green orb is making you watch the rest of the movie.
Yeah. And that was for some random porn. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, there are ports that's like, Locknar's like, I don't know, child. I'm not entirely sure where I was going with this, honestly.
Yeah, because you know, it's framed where I guess he's trying to like terrify her.
Yeah, but some of them are just like, oh, okay.
I mean, the other one, most of the Lochnar is at least doing some kind of destruction, and that one, I feel like the Lochnar got a bit sidetracked.
Yeah, just like.
By the way, did I tell you about this one time with a robot?
Yeah, it's just that one is just a little weird.
Yeah.
Alert! Bug attack inbound.
All right, we got more attacks inbound.
And as a story, it's probably the most disjointed. It's like she gets abducted, they go to a space station, and that's it.
I was reading recently that there is, in fact, like basically like cut sequences from that part.
Oh yeah. Like Hanover Fist, the guy who hulks out, was originally supposed to join the Happy Face spaceship.
Yeah, he was supposed to like fall into that, and also just it was just there's stuff missing from that portion.
Yeah, and yeah, there's always going to be stuff missing in film, but well, the one fun fact in the original Captain Stern comic, he doesn't betray him in the end. In fact, the Lochnar is not related at all. Him hulking out was just kind of his thing.
Yeah, the Lochnar is not part of most of those stories. It's only in Den and only in that first part of Den.
Yeah.
Counterattacking troopers.
Oh, God damn it, these guys.
Behind enemy lines.
Okay, I forgot about these guys who we are not allowed to use.
We can start taking this city
But
back.
I think Den, the Lochnar was also kind of squeezed in there. I might be mistaken. In my research, has been look for some reason googling Tarna has been weirdly disjointed. But in what I have seen, it looks like the Lochnar was in the original text.
In the original text of Tarna.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are just going to go forward and die.
But yeah, I might find otherwise. It'll a little later.
Yeah, these guys are actually kind of interesting because they have like a whole thing where they basically make like these guys can make a
So
barrier.
why are we just killing them off?
Because they can do this.
They can absorb hits.
Yeah.
Is that honoring the rules?
Yeah, kind of. Oh, these guys not shoot past them, I guess?
Well, I guess can he generate other troops?
I can, yeah.
Get ready. Yes, sir.
Are they just like giving up? Like,
Moving to position.
Oh no, we didn't eat them in 5 seconds. Run.
yeah. Alright, yeah, there we go. Now we can just kind of let them absorb hits and take care of that. And once we get this, we can bring in more troops. The other option is to just spawn guys from here
Unit under attack.
and send them down.
I mean, part of the challenge and all that.
Yeah, we just have to get here.
Get ready.
But yeah, in Captain Stern, the guy hulking out is his thing, and the comic ends with him, paying Hanover Fist, him going, "It was nothing, boss," and that's the end of it.
Moving to
So no betrayal, no Lochnar, just.
Comms
And I think there's like at least one other story with Captain Stern.
Base is
Okay.
online.
So now we
Hold
have
out
a
for backup.
base.
Okay. Let's drive those bugs back to the river.
So there is some supply there.
And kind of thinking about it, of just like the weird timing of heavy metal of 1981,
Sensors.
or maybe
Alert.
82,
Bug attack inbound.
and you want to make
Anything else we can grab? Grab fleet liaisons. Those are always fun.
and you want to
Okay, we actually have a lot of.
you
We have a
want
lot. We have a lot of resources here. So these guys will be 2, and then for the bombardiers,
Get ready. Snipers here.
yeah, we have like
Dropship
10
transmitted.
extra.
Ready for orders.
Everything. So where can we actually go here? Okay, so let's head
Yes,
this
sir.
way.
Sir. Yes, sir.
so you want to animate these comics, but yeah, it's not like you're going to put them on TV.
I'm gonna drop.
And it's not
Right.
like... And they aren't long enough, you know, for a feature film for the most part. So turning it into a movie, and an R-rated movie, was I guess the only way to do that. And I guess you wanted to include more than one, but I feel like in today, with modern streaming like that, having just a variety of sci-fi shorts is a lot more graceful.
Yeah, that is Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah. It's kind of like, you don't want to be tied to a framing device that didn't make a whole lot of sense in the first place. So it's like, hey, animators, you got something weird? Show it to us, and we'll publish it.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, the framing device, if any, in Love, Death, and Robots is each short involves at least one of the three.
One of the three.
Love, Death, or Robots.
Oh yeah.
That is as strict as it gets.
I mean, you have an action movie. There's plenty of death.
Yeah. Well, some kind of something to say about it, not just things die. But yeah, this mission should be easier just because we have room to move. And we have bases, and we have supply, and we can kind of do what we want.
Good shot, troopers. Yes, sir. Sir. Moving to position.
You guys get in there.
Look alive.
Well, I remember a remark about poetry
A new bug threat
where
intercepts.
most of it is either about love or death.
Yeah. Oh, Royal Guards. Those guys are tough. They are basically just really big warriors who have like their own health bar and shit.
Yes.
I'm thinking of like the city levels from the Contra games.
Seems like military intelligence doesn't know everything.
That freaky looking dog.
Traffic control center. Okay, we will get to that eventually. In the meantime, get some more supply. See about taking this thing.
It's kind of remarkable how much Geiger-esque horror is in a Contra
Ready.
Yeah.
game. That we all just kind of macho our way through.
Name of the game, kinda.
Yeah.
You guys.
A shooter with the vibe of like
Oh.
Predator and Aliens.
Forgot the wave breaker was there.
So someone did a mock trailer of Contra some time ago using like clips from Aliens, Commando, and a couple of Rambo movies.
I mean, that's where they got the box art.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, this is fake, but I'm kind of convinced this is real.
It could be. Yeah, it is one of those things like, yeah, this could have been the 80s.
Yeah.
Comms base is operational, sir.
I guess you could say Aliens, though, leans a bit more toward the horror of it.
Yeah, I mean, there are definitely aliens in it.
Yeah.
That is unmistakably true.
Well, in Contra 4, like, I never actually got to this level, but, you see in the background bodies being fed into, like, this, like, whole gory pile.
Yeah.
The unit has been promoted, sir.
Yeah, there's the Royal Guard. 2 of them, great. Yeah, they are tanky, and, like, when you chew through their first health bar, they kind of, like, go rage mode. Oh, and we lost a... Nah. Hang on. Yeah, they are tough, and they will chew through your guys very quickly. We want to pull in a replacement squad of these guys. The ones we lost, or we want to just soldier on?
Ready for orders. Order received.
You know the game.
Well, we will need them, is the thing. I'm more thinking on terms of, like, in... you know what?
The unit
Let's get some rocket troops.
What's the most horrifying thing you saw in a game?
I don't know. That's tough to say.
Yeah. Like, Mike and I aren't terribly big on horror. I mean, you played a lot more Resident Evil games than I have.
Roger that.
Yeah. but not any of the recent ones.
Yeah.
And you guys put on Tiger duty.
We've advanced to the next battle tier, sir.
Like the funny thing is, my answer is kind of like in a fan-made sequel to one of the many Dooms.
Huh.
If anyone's played a TNT Revolution, you'll know which level I'm talking about. It leans a lot into classic aliens horror.
Yeah.
With a touch of Event Horizon. Yeah. And also kind of like a Twin Peaks-esque kind of unnerving feeling alongside that. So it's...
And this is not what I would normally have associated with Doom.
Well, I guess it gets a bit, David Lynchy, especially if you've played the source material. I was trying to think of the director's name. But if you play the original, TNT Evolution, this part, gets that extra kind of kick of, both nostalgia and unnerving. But of course, if you play a fan mod sequel to an episode, you probably played the original episode.
No, we lost a radio guy.
Yeah, or else you're just not going to be here.
Okay, guys, can you shoot the monsters, please? Okay. You new radio guy.
Sir. Comms.
Get over here. Is this empty? No, it's not. Of course it's not.
Sir, affirmative.
Miss me?
Yes, sir.
Radio guy, hurry.
Sir.
I told you to hurry. Well, you know it.
Order received.
We can still do this, because that thing is still technically there. Alright, now they've got some shotguns, we have a little more leeway, a little more oomph for when the big stuff comes out.
We should have brought shotguns for this kind of deal.
Right? Radio guy, where are you? Get over here before more bugs pop.
Roger that.
Actually, we could do.
Look sharp, troopers.
Send some guys from up here.
Sir.
Alert! Attack inbound.
But with showing Eva Sands of Time, she pointed out, I was like, this is actually a horror tale.
Kinda, yeah.
One of her favorite exchanges is, "Oh, birds. I wonder how they survived." And the prince going, "I don't think they did survive."
Yeah. That is a moment of, oh, wait, no, wait, yeah, we're in trouble.
And like, they're not hard enemies, but just, further reinforcement that, there's only 3, living people left in, as far as you can see.
Yeah. That things have gotten bad.
Yeah. But more to the point, isolated and alone.
Yeah. Okay, this is almost empty. We have to deal with like one more rush from the whole thing. Well, the rocket troops are doing pretty good. Is that empty? Can we get in there? Get in there, close it up. Seal that hole. Okay.
Our war support has increased, sir.
Uh-oh.
Roger that.
Roger that. Sir, get those launchers moving.
Actually, I remember. I can think of the moment from a medieval where we just kind of passed through the one cloud and just Lovecraftian shit as far as the eye could see. And it's always the most effective when it isn't remarked upon. Like, you're made to look at it.
Coming from.
You're made to look at it, you're given no explanation, and you just kind of have to move on.
Those launchers moving.
Okay, let's see. Can we get?
Listen up. On the move.
Like, I don't even think it counts as a secret. It's just, you know, a thing you find.
Rocket.
Okay, a metro attack. Okay, they're just all coming out of this hole. We can deal with that. And they're going for that first. I don't know where this one is going, but we will deal with it when it gets there.
We've got a unit under attack.
Turrets over here are basically keeping things up.
I have a 40k rulebook where it's kind of like, I don't think any of it that has actually been done by Geiger, but you can tell they're really big fans of his work.
Yeah. Okay, we don't need this right this second.
Just that overall feeling of being locked into a biomechanical machine.
Yeah, he was big on that.
Yeah.
We get more material. If we can get like enough turrets here, we can start bringing these guys out to like help with and sweep through. In the moment, though, we were just going to grab some of this. You.
Orders?
More turrets. Turrets are the answer to everything.
Affirmative.
Sir.
We'll get over here.
Squad, order received.
Roger. Rockets. Get those launchers moving.
Yeah. So, like I said, this one is much more doable because it expects you to do it with infantry for the most part anyway.
Yeah.
Sir?
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
Affirmative.
Yeah, the Mexican classic examples are, alright, you've had your fun, now here's how they actually are in the balance of things.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one where we would normally want to use them just because, yeah, it is a tight corridor situation.
Roger that.
You know, I'm kind of reminded of how, like, the final boss of Devil May Cry 5, the actual, like, final thing you do, it's supposed to demonstrate Nero's new power. It's a curb stomp fight, but then you have to, you know, demonstrate that power, you know, when you do, like, a new game plus, with the other, you know, monsters and stuff like that. And obviously, you're going to feel a little downgraded.
Yeah, it's New Game Plus.
Yeah. Now, there is a story reason for that. The guy you're fighting has already
Everybody
gone.
here still alive?
Yeah, the guy you're fighting has already gone through a fight.
Under attack.
So,
But one thing I keep forgetting I could do is I could actually set rally points.
so the scene really is just like these two idiots fighting each other, and the new guy coming in to slap them both into some kind of sense.
Until you have secured the rest of the area.
Engineers here. I'm not one for backing down from a fight.
I'm just gonna
An admirable quality.
stack turrets on turrets on turrets.
But trust me on
Okay,
this one.
he is right though. We do not want to just jump right in there. That's something we're going to need like 4 squads of infantry to just kind of like
Mission complete.
come at it from every angle if possible. Can we get over? Okay, that's the radio station. We do want to get over there.
Sir. Yes, sir. Rocket.
Because it has more material.
Orders?
And you're just gonna... Your job is turrets.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile,
Yeah. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Alert. Bug attack inbound.
I mean, that's kind of one thing I love about RTSs is like, you know, that you're managing base. All right, everything looks fine, and then let's see what my troops are doing, and it's just like,
Yeah, that's happened a
Bodies.
couple times where it's just been like, oh, what happened? Oh, where did half of my squad go?
Unit has been promoted, sir.
Roger that.
Rockets. Sir. Roger that.
You guys...
Rockets. Yes, sir.
Awaiting order received.
Okay, these guys might actually be able to start, like, contributing. Once I get a little more material, I think 5 turrets is probably enough.
Engineers here. We've taken the traffic control center. Cameras are coming
Or
online,
actually, I've got like
and we have
6.
access to all the city's traffic gates. Makes it easier for us to get around, and also means we can funnel the bugs' movements.
What I need is more supply.
Sir?
I don't have one more turret here.
She kind of reminds me of a supervisor I used to work for back
Yeah.
in Rutgers. Didn't like her.
Why is that?
Kind of strict in kind of the worst ways. Treat you like an idiot, like just kind of
Launchers moving. Rockets.
not a very good person. Anyway,
Hey, we won't name names.
yep.
Okay, so we can control some of these gates now. The bugs are going to take that back eventually, but
Yeah.
Miss me? Rockets.
Like I asked a simple question one time, and she kind of, looked at me like, "Well, why haven't you memorized the manual?"
okay, so I'm going to take these guys.
Because I'm too busy, learning my courses. That's why.
You guys are squad 5,
Ready forward, infantry. Move out.
and you're going to start making your way over here to support these guys. So yeah, now that we have like shored up defenses, we have a little more leeway to just...
Alert! Bug attack inbound.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why are you going? Oh, I just split. That's why.
Unit promoted, sir. We've got a unit under attack.
Like one thing fans didn't care for about in Dawn of War 3, like one fun part about both, the first 2 games is how basically every combination with some overlap of units have finishing moves against them against each other.
Oh yeah, see, these guys are going for that. It does not matter very much.
Like if you come out the final boss in the original campaign with the protagonist, there's a whole like finishing move of him like getting on top of him, getting him with the hammer he just received, and it's kind of like
We've got a unit under
it's an example of finishing moves done right. It's not really your input; it's more just to kind of punctuate the fight you just had.
Yeah.
And we're here for spectacle. We're here to watch Space Marines go after fight demons. And anything to make that more spectacular is all very good. But then Dawn of War 3 just doesn't have them, and it's kind of like gameplay-wise, maybe didn't change much, or at least more than any other changes, but it's still kind of like, it's like a change of voice actor. It's like, miss the other guy.
Those launchers moving. Rockets. We're up.
Oh, those guys explode.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look exactly like the enemy type that would explode.
Yeah. Because they are.
Yeah, Quake had them as everyone's least favorite.
We've got a unit under attack.
Okay, so we are cool there.
Like, the designer of the last levels where they appeared didn't actually want to use them, but it's kind of like, we need to add new enemy design. This whole production has been enough of a mess. Just use it.
New bug threat in our
Okay.
Another strong reading from the underground sensors.
You guys back up. You're
Looks
not
like the
supposed to
bugs are
fight that
pretty
thing
pissed.
in the
We
face.
stump one of their nests. Get yourselves ready, people.
Let's see, weird.
Oh, we just lost a sniper, damn it. Yeah, I know. We lost both our snipers. We just got upgraded. Ah, damn it. Okay.
Just got promoted.
Right?
Rockets. We're up.
Okay, I'm gonna grab this, and then we're gonna retreat back to one of our bases for a minute. Did I lose the radio guy too? We lost the radio guy too. Shit. Okay, run for it, guys.
Giant bug killed the radio star.
Alright, run back here.
Roger that.
We've got a unit under attack.
Under attack.
Affirmative. Move out.
Yeah, I know.
Lines fired.
Run back the turrets, you'll be fine. These guys, you guys are
We've
fine.
got a unit under attack.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Rocket
Get
stuff
those
launchers.
Affirmative.
Alright, it doesn't matter too much if a episode goes over now and again.
I know. I just letting you know.
Squad, ready for orders.
Okay, good news, I did put an extra radio guy here.
Yeah.
So he's nice to have a spare.
Shots over.
Heal up. Okay, we have an extra sniper too. You guys just contribute. Fight off this attack, then we'll pause. Everybody's elite, but I'm not using their elite shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bodies everywhere.
Kinda, yeah. That is the name of the game here.
Yeah.
You should also be squad 5. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a couple more.
Sir. Miss me? Snipers here. Miss me?
You guys are volunteers, and you are squad 2.
Squad, ready for orders.
Alright. Quick save. Alright, we'll come back next time. Clear out these last 2 hives. I've been Mike Curley.
This is Frank Curley.
Good night.
Good night.